Huh?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
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 I see you doing something. What are you doing over there?
Nothing.
You can't fix that before we go on air.
I did.
You did it, it just fell apart.
Yeah.
Somebody
That
needs to
cheap
get us.
stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say somebody needs to get us some good stuff. Hey, if you're listening, you need to get us some good stuff out there.
Whoever.
Wait. I was supposed to do that, right? No, Jimmy gets all the stuff next time. Next time it's totally up to him. Hey, everybody, back again. Did you have a good week? Good 4th of July?
Yes. Hey, fireworks was great. Thanks, Matthew Bradshaw. That was a show.
Matthew, I saw that on Facebook. I was like, I'm so glad.
You see it on Facebook. We was there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was great.
Was it?
Like I said, you got best of both worlds. If you didn't want to be there for fireworks, it was over in a hurry. If you wanted to see fireworks, you still got to see all the fireworks.
It was over.
It was just over that quick.
Well, so my question is, did you have to be standing that close to it to see it? Because from what I understand, it didn't go up in the air.
No, you could see it.
So tell everybody what happened. Tell everybody what happened.
The mortar landed in the ones that wasn't being shot yet, and it was over. It was that quick. Aiden and them was ready to go. I said, no, we're going to hang around for a minute.
Just to see if there's more.
Because my nephew from Hawaii was here, and he was ready to go. I said, no, we'll hang around just a minute. And it was about a minute, and it just went boom.
And everything just went off.
Everything. Now, what it was the one of the mortars didn't go but about 5 to 7 feet in the air, and it went right over their heads from what I was told, and landed in the ones that hadn't been shot off yet.
So whose fault is that then? Do you blame the actual people that make them, or is that just something that happens?
Just something that happened.
The Hawks got put out.
Fiasco.
Yeah, the Hawks got put out. We were just talking a few minutes ago that I personally think they're one person shy. I don't think that they have. I think they have a good team.
They're a big man.
Well, they got a big man.
They need a big man. I'd take Shaq right now.
Oh well, yeah. Anybody.
At least
would
I know
take
what
Shaq.
I'm getting with Shaq.
I think they need a 2 or 3 to take some of that pressure off the front, and somebody to actually get. Look what Chris Paul's doing right now. Him and Booker, they're running to the spots on the inside. You only have one guy doing that, so right now, so you can double down on him.
I think you've got some guys that can do it, but you just got to have that big guy to take the heat off everybody. And right now we don't have it.
Who's the big guy? Who's the guy?
John Collins is who we have.
Right. What's wrong with Collins?
He's too inconsistent. You don't know if you're getting a double-double or 2 points and 3 rebounds.
Okay, I mean, I agree with you there, but I think that if he had somebody to help him out, I don't think we'd be that bad. I think you could get another big man to bring him in, maybe move him to the 4, maybe move him to the 3.
You got Red Velvet, you got Trae Young.
Yeah, but see, Velvet, he did all that talking in the last game. He didn't do anything. Everything hit was either rimming out or he was
come in and
bricking.
hit 3, 4 threes right off the bat.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the problem. The problem is you just ain't got no big man that's going to stay consistent.
Well, and that's why this show is the way it is, because we don't know what we're talking about. We just don't talk about it. So that's why it's armchair
Shaq-alicious. I think we need you.
Well, what about this? What about the series right now? Who do you take?
Chris Paul in 6.
You think the Suns in 6? I don't think it's going to take that long. I really don't.
I hope it don't. Well, I say that, but at the same time, if my Hawks is going to lose, I at least want them to lose to the team that wins it all. So in a way, I'm pulling for Milwaukee, but I think the Suns just got the better team.
I think Paul's ready. I think this is his time. He's done after this. I think that he hasn't done it in 16 years. He's determined, and I think everybody around him, including Booker, wants this for him.
I'm just glad it's new people.
Yeah, they were saying
it's not the same old has-beens year after year.
They say none of the starters have ever won a championship. The only one that's won one is
things just won't
the kid with George was the kid with the Suns. He's got the looks like a motorcycle or a baseball or a bicycle helmet on. What's his name?
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know. I just know Chris Paul.
Yeah, he just no credit. At least you know what, Mama T did us a good favor this year because she got you watching basketball. That's pretty good.
It's not that I ain't never watch it. I just
never paid attention.
I just can't see playing 60, 70 games and.
It's like baseball though. Baseball.
I watched my teams and that was it.
Yeah, baseball playing so much right now. It's just like let's get past it.
Well, that's why I don't care about college basketball. You don't win a game all year. You still go to the ACC tournament, and if you win it, you're the ACC champions, and you won 6 games.
Yeah.
And you get to go to playoffs.
Well, you and I will never agree on that. I completely and totally disagree with you on that, but that's for another show.
So what?
Guess what? Let me ask you this. You surprised for us today, huh?
Me?
For us. They walked in right before the show.
Oh, well, you told him to come.
I did, but I never thought that they would just show up like that.
So see, he ain't even listening over there.
Yeah, they don't.
We just talk trash about him and don't even know.
And you know what? No, we're talking trash about it. That's all that matters.
But you can't say nothing because girlfriend's gonna hurt you.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well,
oh, see, now he's paying attention over there.
Listen, you got 2 of them have girlfriends that are here with them.
Mm-hmm.
One of them didn't bring a girlfriend. He said he's not a player. We'll have to talk about that though.
I'll let you and him talk
so
about that.
What we've got going on today, just for those of you that do not know, is we have coffee in the house. Not the coffee you drink. Coffee County High School.
Not the piece of coffee.
Not the piece of coffee that I'm going to get in a minute. No, see, they're not paying attention.
News.
Mama
Main Street, Bemis Road. It finally happened.
It finally happened. He finally reversed it, ladies and gentlemen. It's finally there.
After 2 months, 3 months, I finally said it wrong.
He finally did.
But we are at Mama June's on Bemis Road. I still did it. On Inner Perimeter Road.
Inner Perimeter.
So y'all come on out.
That's got some great food here. And look, here comes Tiffany with my piece of coffee. I have, hey girl.
Hello.
How are you? Can you see Tiffany? Good. Say hey Tiffany. Hey Tiff, you're supposed to say hey Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Oh, hey Tiffany.
Thank Tiffany, that's right. Thank you, Tiffany.
What you called her.
And you know what? They do us a great job out here. When everybody sat back here and they either ate or had something to drink, and people out here they're absolutely fabulous. Come out here to Mama June's on. He's sleeping over there. Wake up over, man. Wake up.
It was a good 4th of July weekend. It was long, just not long enough.
Just not long enough.
Never is.
I just want condolences go out right now to Aiden, who's sitting behind the camera back there. He lost one of his pets, I understand, because it's a husky, and I have one. So my feelings go out to you, brother. And if there's anything I can do, I'm not buying you another one, but you know.
He told his mama she could make up for it, even though it was my fault, but she could make up for it by letting him get a snake.
What? You done lost your mind. You want a snake?
I'm sort of for it, because you only got to feed them once a month, and they're not going to run out there in the road.
They're not going to run in the road, but they're going to crawl up in that bed and it'll be you the next time.
No, he get one that gets that big.
He's going to get a pipe. Really?
Yeah, the apartment I used to live on William Street,
yeah.
He got out. It was out of the cage for probably 2.5 months.
That's one thing you're not putting with me.
I found him one morning. I got up, went to the restaurant about
really?
2:30 in the morning. That's how I found him.
No, see, I will play with alligators. I'll run with whatever, but I'm not messing with.
So you're going to be the lady that was on Facebook last night that was feeding alligator
with
chicken
with a tongue.
And then she's I'm not surprised.
Did you hear the man? He said, "Oh, it's not playful today." Yeah, okay, whatever. Couple housekeeping things real quick. We will be down, what's the dates now? We will be doing a show from Key Largo, the Florida Keys, Key Largo. We will have a special guest on that night, and we're not going to announce that guest until that night.
What is it? It's the 26th?
No, I think it's the 23rd. 24th maybe, because I come back from Vegas on the 22nd.
23rd is on a Friday.
No, it's Saturday, so it's the 24th.
Okay.
So we are going to be on hiatus until then. What we're going to do is Jimmy's been doing this and Ada's been doing this round the clock. We've been doing this how long? 4 months now?
4 months.
4 months.
Well, 5 months. This is episode 20.
Oh yeah, so 5 months. So they've been doing it round the clock. I've been able to go here and there. So I told them it's about time because we are starting our show at Fox 31,
and that will be August 30th.
August 30th. That's correct. I think the first show in September, whatever Sunday it is, will be on Sunday mornings from 8 to 9 o'clock on Fox 31. And we're going to air some of our old shows, and we're going to have some new ones. So I think we're going to have fun. They've already got us on the marketing boards and everything. So if you're here, can you hear your sponsor?
If you miss us.
Yeah, if you miss us, you can catch us that morning. So the next show that we're going to have will be that show in the Keys, in Key Largo.
2 weeks, yeah.
In 2 weeks. So look at us. We're going to have a bunch of fun. We're going to be also celebrating down there Back to Blue. We're also have all kind of things planned for that day, that week. We're also going to go live. He has to come home because Aiden has to get back to the band, but we're going to go live on that Sunday, where we're actually going to be out fishing that Sunday. Myself and Mama T, and maybe Mr. Chris, who does all our sound stuff. So, and we're actually going to bring 2 people on at one time. So, what do you say? Let's do it. All right, guys, come on.
Let them introduce ourselves.
Well, yeah, because
Dad, is your mic on?
Yeah.
and make sure all the microphones are turned on. Come on in, gentlemen.
Okay, maybe it ain't.
I just realized that.
I mean, he caught it though. He caught it.
I could, but it was because you're being.
You're picking up on that mic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, look at them all
We
serious
should be
now.
good
They over there talking and leaning forward, and now they come up here and they're all set. Okay, so we're gonna let them introduce themselves, and then we'll just ask them some questions. Go ahead.
My name is Maurice Turner from Coffee High School.
Maurice Turner. Maurice Turner from Coffee High School, and you're a senior. Okay, let's move the mic a little closer. You don't have to talk into this thing. You can move that. Just talk right into that mic right there. Okay. And who are you?
I'm Justin Swords from Coffee High School.
Okay.
Senior.
Senior. So you look short. He looks tall. How tall are you?
5'9".
5'9". What's your 40 time?
4'4".
4'40". How tall are you?
4'6".
You're 4'6".
Or 6'4".
He's dyslexic too.
Oh, we're just gonna have to talk over.
Hey, where are you at now? What school are you from?
Coffee.
So they teach that backwards there in Coffee County. Man, you set yourself up for that. Look,
He
he knows.
he's trying to be deceptive.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
He wants everybody to think he's short. Okay. All right. So both of y'all are seniors coming up this year, and also you brought a friend with you that's over here. We'll get with him. He's the kicker.
Right.
So doing in as far as workouts or whatever.
Right now we started some workout in early June. So we just came back from the week on July 4th.
Dead week. Okay. So you doing what? Are you doing 7-on-7s? Or are you doing just workouts, or what do you guys do?
Well, we just come back from Glen right before we went on our dead week.
Who was there with you?
Placeholder for this placeholder.
So, and not trying to, so you were the scout team quarterback.
Pretty much.
But you didn't get the chance to show your system of Coffee County. Okay.
All right. So what do? You just watch him play quarterback? Oh no.
Put the ball to it. Get the ball up to it.
Okay. So you basically are what? An athlete then? You play all positions? You play defense?
I'm playing cornerback this year.
Are you? You playing wide receiver? So you playing both ways?
Yes, sir.
You what are you being recruited for?
I'm around 700 rushing yards and 700 receiving yards even. 10 rushing touchdowns, 8 receiving touchdowns, and 18.
So what's your name again?
Maurice Turner.
All right. So what he's saying is, remember, there's a helmet over there somewhere. You bring me that helmet. Let me just.
But you gonna see if it fits him?
No, it ain't gonna fit him. He got a big old head. I'm just gonna set this right there in front of him. Just set it right in front of him just because we can. Because we're allowed to. There you go, right there. So anyway, he brought Florida up. I didn't. You wanna play for Florida?
I want to. That's
That's
my
your
dream
dream?
school.
All right, man, you might as well go because I'm gonna talk with him now. No, that's my school. That's where I'm from. That's where that's where I went. So that's my school. But do you think you two would be on the same college team? Would you try that, or would you think, oh, I want to go out on my own and be my own person?
Possibly.
It'd be worth trying. We have a lot of connections.
Yeah. Does he catch for you?
Yes.
All the time?
I mean, we've been teammates since 6th grade.
Yeah, but he didn't play last year. So he didn't give
I
you the
walked for
7.
him last year.
Oh, that's right. Y'all were side by side. So you play slot, you play outside. Yeah, you gotta have speed outside. Slow guys outside, speed inside. I got it. So Jimmy, it's on you, man. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna ask, so I know you said you're doing the 7-on-7s. Are you attending any personal camps?
Those are not really camps, but when I went to the colleges, I trained with them.
Okay.
I went to Southern and Mercer camps for football.
Trying to get the name out there. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah.
Just trying to get yourself out.
I'm gonna go get some offers.
Oh, he's going. I mean, his size. As long as his. I didn't ask you about this, and we talk about education because to us that's the most important thing. Because once you're done, see, I'm retired, and once you get my age, you can look back at that and say, I did. Right now, you have to say, I am. So I did, and I went to college, and I got my degree, and I did what I was supposed to do. Jimmy went to school and got his degree and did what he was supposed to do. Now it's y'all's turn. So what about your education? What about your grades? How are your grades?
I'm an all-A student. I take honors class. I'm trying to get in dual enrollment this year.
Dual enrollment? So if you decide you're going to pick your team that you want to go to, are you going to try to leave early, like in December? So you're going to finish your high school year out. Very good. What about yourself? If you get an offer and they say, okay, I don't know, I didn't ask you about your grades. What about your grades?
I'm an all-A student, and I'll be done with college my 6th semester with my basic degree.
But you'll get your associate's degree. So you're doing dual enrollment already? Okay, good. That's great. So basically, you can concentrate on doing other things. That's great. So the next guy we have coming up here, let me ask you this. I'll ask both of you this. He, from what I'm understanding, he had to leave. He didn't have to leave school. He left Fitzgerald High School, right? And he's coming to Coffee County. Now, he didn't play with you guys last year. So how is that somebody new coming in that's supposed to be that good, supposed to be? How do you see it? Do you see him being that good?
We already seen it. It's something. I mean, he made it at practice on a daily basis, kicking 60-yard field goals.
Does he really kick 60, or is it like 51 and we're going to say 60?
It's 60 with about 7 yards spare.
Really?
60.
Let's go ahead and bring him up. I've got a phone call to come in.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna let him take mine.
Oh, okay. All right, that's
Come on
fine. You're going to go up and sit all the way on the other end. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is David Vaughn. I'm an upcoming senior at Coffee High School.
All right, move up to the mic. Can you hear him okay?
Okay.
Can you hear him okay?
Uh,
Try that again.
My name is David Vaughn. I'm an upcoming senior at Coffee High School.
Upcoming senior. So you left. Well, let's get all your basics. So you really don't train with these guys. You pretty much have your own kind of regiment. I'll get that out of your face. Your own regiment. The only thing that you do, you kind of set yourself aside, and you have to kick, let's say, 300 kicks a day while they're over there practicing.
I don't know about 300. But
No, that's just an expression there. You have your own regiment to do things, correct?
Yes, sir. We have our. I still work out and do all the basic stuff that the whole team does, but as far as like the actual practice period goes, my regiment.
So you go through your own regiment where they go through theirs, the wide receivers go through, and then the rest. So, do you have any offers right now?
I have one offer from Army.
One offer from Army. Did you hear that the guy that was with, I mean, it's Army, and they said he wasn't going to be able to go to Tampa Bay because the Bucs did not pick him in the draft, but they signed him the day after the draft. You know, Army said that he couldn't go to the NFL and play, but they reversed that as of yesterday. Now he can go directly to the NFL, and he can postpone his tour of duty until he gets done with the NFL.
Yes, sir.
So is that the kind of thing that you want to do?
Yeah, I definitely plan on going to the NFL.
Right.
And I think that I've talked to some coaches up there. They kind of said that if you do get drafted, then they basically let you go. It's not that big of a deal because I think that's a rare scenario with that one guy that you're talking about.
Right.
So I think that should be fine to do.
Well, what happens if you get other offers? Are you stuck in going to Army? Is that your school? Is that it? Or are you still open?
I mean, I'm still open to other schools, of course, because Army is a long way away from home, and I'd still kind of like to be somewhere near the southeast to be closer to my family.
Oh, okay. So let's back up just a little bit, all three of you. So your head coach is?
Robert.
Okay. And your position coach is?
I have a few position coaches, but our receiver coach is Shannon Shute, and quarterback's offensive coordinator is Jeff Hammond.
Okay.
And the running back coach is Drew McCall.
And who's the kicking coach?
Jeff Hammond really just
He kind of does it all.
Yes.
And you were bringing up somebody else?
Yeah.
His dad is one of the running back coaches.
David Vaughn.
Oh, you just gonna leave him off? Oh, we're gonna leave his dad completely off.
Nah, he knew I
New coach coming in, you just forgot about it. All right, I see how it is. So, a friend of ours, Lindsay, who actually was a coach there, last year, correct?
Yes, sir.
He was defensive coordinator, or defensive coach,
line.
defensive line coach. He'd been there for a little bit. His son was one of your defensive backs, pretty decent back from what I understand. And they left there and went to Camden, and also another one of your coaches went to Camden. Then you have two coaches leave.
We had like 3 or 4 leagues go to Canada.
Right. That's what I'm asking who those were.
Coach Marks.
What did Coach Marks coach?
He coached 9th grade DBs. That was Coach 9th grade defense.
Okay.
And then we had Coach Bryant, Coach LaDonis Bryant, which was 9th grade offense coordinator, and he coached baseball too. And then Coach Jones, which was the D-line coach for Coach Lindwood.
I know I've been Camden.
Okay. So all those, y'all do play Camden this year too, don't you?
They want to leave, look.
Yeah. Well, no, and you know what? It's like you guys going to a college. They want to go to a bigger school because you know what? You go to that school and win a state championship. Let's get a head coaching job then. That's what you do when you're a coach. So, how do you guys feel about those coaches going to another school that you actually have to play? They know your scheme, right? Or y'all changing it up this year? I don't want to know your scheme, but y'all have to be changing up, especially if your defensive guys already know it.
I mean, it's gonna be fun to play because we already know the coaches there since they were all former coaches.
Since they were all former coaches, so you know how they are. They know how you are. That should be a good ball game. When is that? Jimmy, you know when that game is?
What's that?
The Coffee Camden game?
The Coffee Camden game.
Yeah. We won't have to go to that one.
Well, you know where I'll be.
You'll be at Lowndes.
That is 9/24.
So it's the 24th of September.
Yep.
That's going to be a good game. We need to put that one on the calendar. All right, let's get back to the Lone Ranger on the other end back there.
Which I got a question for him. Roger, you don't know this, but who's your coach at Fitzgerald?
Head coach.
Yeah.
Tucker Pruitt.
Who's your new head coach in that house?
What? Are you serious?
Tucker's the son.
You got.
I thought you already knew.
Oh, thought I already knew. Tell me about that. How did that come about?
Well, I mean, mainly it's just because I'm living with my dad, and my dad moved to Coffee, so I've kind of just followed him my whole high school career.
So your mom and dad are divorced, and you live with your dad now?
Yes, sir.
And your dad moved up. What's he do?
He's coaching running backs now. He's always been like a special teams guy.
So he's the coach. So he got promoted basically to go over to Coffee because you lost all the guys to Camden.
Right.
Okay, I see. So he's doing exactly what we said. See, and now you should have let off with that, man. I'm over here like in what? I didn't know that. I really did not know that. So your dad is the head coach over there. Your dad is the head. No, wait. Let me get this right. See, you got me all wrapped up.
He's the running back coach at our school.
Your dad is the running back coach. Who's the guy at Fitzgerald in?
That's Tucker, the son.
So it's the son, and then the dad. So your brother. Wait a minute.
Fitzgerald's head coach is the son of our head coach.
Okay, and it's the son of your head coach. Oh, now I get it. I was thinking his dad. Wait, y'all got me so jacked up and backwards over here. All right. So the Fitzgerald's coach is the son of the Coffee County coach.
Right.
Which one is your dad?
No, his dad's a running back.
His dad's a running back coach. So the dad recruited the running back coach from the son. I see. So the dad recruited. I get it now. The light just went off in my head. It's just too bright for me. That's what it is. This is supposed to be about y'all. Anyway, so that's a lot of drama. So my question is. No, I can't. I'm not going to ask that question. That could get people in trouble, and I don't want to know. So, you guys welcome him in just because he can kick, or is because he feels like one of y'all's brothers now?
Well,
Anybody that's on our team is a brother.
Okay.
But actually, we lost our starting kicker last year. He was a senior.
Oh, okay.
So we actually needed a new kicker because we really didn't have any, and came to fill the spot.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm done. We're gonna move on from that conversation.
Yeah, I ain't touching that.
I ain't touching that one. Coffee County, they needed coaches. They lost 4. I mean, what can you say? So, how do you feel being at Coffee County, knowing that you're going to Dad's team from Son's team?
I mean, my dad has coached with Robbie Pruitt for many years in the past in Florida and everything, so I mean, I still feel comfortable. It's not that big of a deal to me.
Okay, so your dad coached with the coach now, which is at Coffee County. He coached with him, you said in Florida? Where in Florida?
In Florida.
Where in Florida?
Lake Butler.
Okay, I'm from Interlochen, so Lake Butler used to be our rival between them and Hawthorne. But anyway, you too young to know that. So, all right, let's get back to these 60-yard field goals. When did you start kicking 50-yard, 60-yard field goals? And can you do that under pressure?
Yeah, that's one thing about me that I think separates me from a lot of the Coles kickers, the big kicking camp, and just the guys that are kind of, they show up for the camps and their game film isn't really the same.
Right.
My favorite thing in the game, as far as kicking wise, so what really got me hooked my freshman year, that's the first year I ever played football, 9th grade. I was in Berrien, we were playing our rival Cook, and I kicked goal to win the game. So that's the most fun thing to me. Like, if I had a choice, I would choose every game with the whole team on my back, all the pressure.
Really?
As long as it's possible.
So that's what you want to happen. You want it to come down to you because you know you can do it.
Definitely.
What is your farthest kick that you've ever kicked?
In practice or
Anywhere, anytime. I don't care if you're in if you're on the field just goofing around. What's the farthest one you've ever kicked?
just messing around, 67.
Who? Now wait a minute. I want to know who saw that.
Me, I was holding for him.
He liked it.
Are you kidding me? 67 yards.
He liked it.
You know what? You circle this right here. Circle this date that we just talked to them because all 3 of these going to be on college teams, and y'all better come back and see me. I'll have better breath then. I won't have coffee breath. Anyway, so, geez, 67 yards. You know how far that is? Hell, I get out of breath in 10 yards. Okay, so you haven't been to school at Coffee County yet.
No, sir.
How are your grades?
I'm always student last year, and the years before I was always in GP, so I have a 3.7 GPA.
So we got a bunch of smart Alex over here. So y'all are way smarter than me, and I went to college, so y'all got this many.
Longest field goal, 64.
Longest field goal in high school is 64.
No, in NFL history.
Oh yeah, in NFL history, 64.
He break it.
Oh, he break that. He kicked out and look. You kick one field goal 60 yards, you kick one field goal 55 yards. You'll have every school knocking at your door, brother. I'm telling you right now as I sit here. What's the kid from Florida? No, the kid that, or was it Georgia? No, it's Florida that they did tryouts.
In college it's 69.
Yeah, but what was the kid's name?
Panera?
Where?
Panera. Yeah, Panera. He was a dentist. He was going to dentistry school or something, and he walked out on the field and kicked a 45 or 50 yarder. They signed him up. By the time he was done, now he's playing in the pros. And he never had the intention to go to college and play football at all. So, I mean, you started your senior year. I mean, that's great. I mean, you're not your senior year, you're freshman year. You transferred from Berrien to Fitzgerald, and then from Fitzgerald. Good Lord, son, slow down. I can't keep up with you.
High school 68.
High school in the state of Georgia?
Not just high school, period.
Triad state of Georgia. We're looking at, so high school record is 68. You think you can beat that? That's overall in any high school anywhere in the United States.
Definitely, and also in practice, it's not really the same as the game. When I get in the game, I get a little bit more amped up, and then I get some adrenaline. So I know, like, say on a kickoff, I'm kicking at 70 yards in practice. I know I get in the game, it's going to go about anywhere from like 77 to.
Okay, are you straight on or are you sideways?
What do you mean?
When you do your wind up, are you straight on or are you 3 yards different? Like when you back up and then back over 3 yards?
I'm 3 steps back, 2 steps over.
Oh, okay. So you're angled a little bit. Which kicks do you like better? Straight up kicks or kicks that are on an angle to the goal, like on the hash?
I really don't have a preference. As long as I get to kick it, I'm happy. And I think anywhere I'm on the field, I'm confident that it's going in.
Wow.
67.
67. So see there? That's it. You know what coach is going to say? Just kick a damn field goal when I want you to kick it. I don't care if it's 67 or not. If you get field goals. But hey, we got to follow this now. Now I've got to see this. He's going to break speed land records at 4.1. He just said he's going to go college somewhere. He said he's going to break the records. So this ought to be pretty interesting. What else we got? Any other questions? Y'all ask each other questions. You ask him a question.
How many yards you gonna throw to us this year?
As many as I need to win a state championship.
Okay, you ask him a question.
What's your longest field goal gonna be this year?
Hopefully 67 if they let me.
At 70.
All right, you ask him a question.
What do you think really set you apart when you knew you were going to be a D1 athlete?
I didn't really know I was gonna get D1 athlete. I just prayed that I was.
But now that it sets you apart, what makes you different than everybody else?
It's my speed, most, but my work is.
What's your work? Tell us your work ethic.
Other than school workouts, I train with my uncle and cousin. He got like a weight room at the house. We always go live there, and after that, sometimes we live by a train track. It's a bunch of rocks. It's a big hill, so we run up and down those hills. So.
All right. Well, let's sit back a minute. What's your work ethic? What kind of work ethic do you have? Kind of explain what you do.
Other than the morning workouts we do, I'll work out at night, and then on majority of the days I'll wake up at 4:30 in the morning.
Really? Then what do you do? Go back to sleep after that?
Pretty much, because my college class.
Yeah, me too.
So I don't have to go to school all day.
Look, I just wake up and roll over. I forget that mile, just roll over and be done with it. All right, what about yourself?
Pretty much, I'd say probably about 3 or 4 days a week, and always on the weekends. I go out to the field just by myself. I take about like 6 or 7 balls, and I think that's what really led me to get the offer from Army. Is just I go out there probably about 4 or 5, and then kick till just me, and that gives me the confidence when I get in the game. I know that I kick this kick 60 times by myself with nobody watching, so it's nothing different now.
So the question there is, do you have somebody that hold it for you, or do you have one of those little holder things?
It's just me and my sticks, is what they call them.
Okay, so what's the difference in the sticks and, for example, him holding for you?
The only difference is, I'm going to say kind of like mentally knowing that you have that guy right there, so with sticks you can just swing a little bit more free, but it's more time like we get more comfortable and get more reps. My swing will get more and more smooth, and then it's just about the same.
Oh, really? Excuse you. So what about you? As far as, do you go out and extra throw or anything like that?
Yeah, I'll go. We have these tires out there that we do for our morning workouts. We do something called strongman, where we flip tires, pull sleds, all different kind of stuff. Yeah, it's pretty much CrossFit. So I'll take tires and I'll practice red zone, like touch balls, and then I'll set one up on like a chair or something in the back of the end zone and practice the high throws and just set them all over just to try to get to them.
Really? What about yourself?
I'll catch 100 balls a day after practice.
Who throws them to you?
I'll get another receiver. I'll throw back and forth.
That's pretty cool. Never thought about that. So, do you guys ever get together and just throw in your own?
Sometimes it'll probably be like once every month. Throughout the whole year, we'll have a little 7-on-7
So you guys just kind of practice, not practice, but you just kind of get to feel each other, kind of know where, like, for example, I told you earlier that I used to have to be able, and my brother also, he's your size, and he and I would have to throw the ball at certain timing. So you have to be timed perfectly with your receivers, correct? So do you ever work on that timing on your own, or is that always set by coaches?
Our coaches have like a specific timing for specific rounds that we'll work on our own.
Just so you know, I know he's fixing to turn, or he's not going to turn as fast as he would, for example. So you know individuals. That's pretty good. Any questions, Jimmy?
How many your finger?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So you're holding for him still?
As of right now, yes.
Okay. Now, are you the starting quarterback, or are you still in a fight for the starting position?
I'm the starting quarterback.
You're for sure about that?
I'm for sure.
You're positive?
100% positive.
So where were you in the past? I'm talking about this year.
Start this year.
You said you're both ways. Where are you going to start on defense?
I'm not gonna start on defense.
But you can play defense if they need you to.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me ask you this. You're going to go to big.
Yeah, she's very supportive.
I see that.
She goes everywhere with me and supports me.
You're going to go to college with him too? Yo, wherever he goes to school? She said, I'm there. That's a good woman right there, man. You need to keep her around. So, you got a girlfriend. Your girlfriend's here too.
Yes, sir.
What's she doing?
She's serving tables right now.
So, she's actually working here. And where's she working, Jimmy?
Mama June's.
Mama June's on Perimeter Road. Wait a minute. Your girlfriend's working here. So she's here, right? Your girlfriend kind of support you. She's sitting right there. So he says he's not a player. His girlfriend ain't here.
My girlfriend chilling with her friends right now, but she work a lot.
Okay, she work a lot? Where's she working?
She worked at Johnny's Pizza, a local spot in Douglas, Georgia.
I was just in Douglas today. Actually, I took my cows over there and dropped them off so they can be slaughtered so we can have some meat on the table. Anyway, I'm being serious.
So when we go there for the game, where to go eat?
That's what I was going to say. Where's the best place to go eat when we come for the game?
Reed Snacking Shack.
What is Reed Snacking Shack? Uh-oh, this is going to, I'm afraid to ask. Reed Snacking Shack in Douglas, Georgia. Let's hear this.
They got wings, burgers, pretty much about Southern food, pretty much.
So
Wings and burgers, those are food for everybody. Why is that got to be Southern?
Food.
Soul food. Oh, okay. So is it like this food? Some of y'all have food out here. Is it like this?
no, it's better than this.
Oh, no, it ain't better. It ain't better than Mama June's. Now, I don't care what they say. Mama June's, I'm going to tell you again. Did you see that fish on there?
I tasted it.
It was good too, wasn't it?
All
Alright, it's alright. Yeah, he don't want to throw back on his hometown. That's what it is.
What's a typical Friday game day?
Trojan train in the morning.
Whoa, wait. Trojan what?
Trojan train. We all meet it. So a couple years ago, we had this boy that tragically passed away. He played football for us. He got hit by a wall.
His name was Train.
His name was John Meyer Coffee.
Okay, John Meyer.
So
okay.
we all come together for his funeral. There was packed everywhere, rows packed, trying to get into the funeral. But we have a tire shop in Douglas called JMC Tire, and we all meet there at 7:30 in the morning and ride in one single line to the high school.
Now, wait a minute, is that just a football team, or is that everybody?
Anybody that wants to do it.
So it's the Trojan train, and it's paying respects to a young man that passed away. Was he a senior?
No, he graduated the year before.
How did he pass away?
He got hit by a log truck on service call. He was a tire, one of them
Wow.
service dudes.
Man, respect y'all come out and do that. Okay, Trojan train. See, I was making fun of it, but now I won't. Go ahead. Next, what happens after that?
So then, people that don't have a first block will go eat at Hog and Bones, and then go back for weights, and do all the stuff we do on Fridays for weights. And then whoever goes to school goes to school. Whoever don't have classes just pretty much goes and chills.
Wait a minute, how do you play football if you don't have any classes?
Like college classes, like online.
Oh, okay, okay.
On campus.
Oh, okay, okay. So you go right there to the local college then?
No, you can do it completely online, or you can do a hybrid class.
Okay, so do y'all, any of y'all take any classes over at the college there?
I take all online.
Okay, is that through that college or is it through another?
It's through South Georgia State.
Okay, well, the reason I say that, the gentleman who set this show up is one of the vice presidents at Georgia State. So he's the one that actually helped me get this started, and then Jimmy and I started going from there. Actually, it was all three of us, wasn't it, Jimmy?
Mm-hmm.
So he's one of the VPs over there. You probably met him. He's in Rome. But anyway, so whoever goes to their class, whoever doesn't have a class.
Shout out to our touchdown club for putting all the money in to feed us every Friday. So we have a pregame meal on Fridays. Then after the pregame meal, we have a choice to watch a movie,
Sit in the weight room.
sit in the weight room, chill, relax, or you can just go in the locker room, get your mind ready for the game, and until 5 o'clock, that's when we have our walkthroughs for them that night. And we walk through all the first drive really, go to plays with.
That's like the first drive. That would be the first 10 plays or something that you kind of have memorized on what you're going to do the first 10 plays of the game. Okay.
And around 5:30, everybody get taped, dressed. 5:55, we have our Trojan walk down to the stadium. Because our field house, probably half a mile to the stadium, so we have our Trojan walk. And have cheerleaders and fans, police cars all around. Sidewalks, cheering us on while we walk to the stadium.
How does that make you feel that everybody does that?
All be fun, but we got our community. We got one of the best communities in Georgia.
Really? Well, I mean, everybody should say that about their team, especially if they're doing things like that. We never had that kind of stuff. But okay, so then you walk out, you go out and you have that Trojan walk or whatever it is, and then you get to the stadium. What do you do there?
We go down to the other end zone and we say a prayer. Everybody says a prayer.
Okay. What do you say to those that say you should not be saying a prayer during a high school event?
That's their own feeling. We all have different feelings about it.
So do you have the opportunity not to say it, or does everybody have to be there?
You don't have to say it.
It's really a choice. I mean,
but you have to be there while they're saying it.
You know,
You don't have to walk, but about 99.9% of us walk at the same time.
So it's your choice, though. They don't force you to do that.
They don't force us.
Okay. You don't get. How about in Fitzgerald? They say a prayer at Fitzgerald?
Yeah, we do the same thing. We come onto the field and we jog down to the opposite end, probably a lot like they did, and we'd say our prayer.
Basically trying to intimidate the other team going to the other. I mean, stupid. Okay, I got that. I didn't know drill, but I know what intimidation is. Okay. So you get to after the prayer.
We'll walk back and then
Specialties and quarterbacks go out there.
pregame really.
So you do basically what everybody did, all the fans and everything see. So real quick, you mentioned the booster club. I think it was somebody feeding you. What's that all about?
Touchdown club. They we come up with a lot of fundraising and stuff like our head coach goes car wash tickets to sell throughout the community so we can raise money. Sometimes they give us, every year they give us clothes like Super Bowl game and every home game.
And every morning.
Yeah, every morning this summer, and our trips we go on, like the OTAs, when we stay in hotels, they pay for that and all that. And we go to work parts a lot too. So I really appreciate them for that.
I want to give a shout out to our motivated mothers too. They up there at 6:30 every morning this summer cooking breakfast for us.
Y'all, I ain't getting no 6:30 cooking nobody breakfast. Aiden, You remember that when we go down to the Keys, I ain't getting up and cooking you no breakfast. All right. And oh, wait a minute.
So the motivating mothers, is that part of the touchdown club also?
Yes, it's like all the moms have a choice if they want to come in there and cook for us.
Yeah, football moms. Football.
It's like Camden. I think Camden has what they call a mother's huddle. And mother's huddle makes sandwiches and comes in and cooks things like that and all that stuff. What about Fitzgerald? What do they have over there? Are you kind of excited to be part of this team this year? Because we're talking to you and you're just like red in the face, like really excited to see what they're talking about. Are you really wanting to see that?
It's definitely really cool being here. Everybody's been really accepting and brought me in.
Really?
Just like a family.
Oh, that's cool. So you haven't experienced any of this. You're gonna. All right. Well, you come back at the end of the year and let us know how it felt. Just the transition, the difference between a 2A school and 5A school that you're going to, and how they actually made you feel, brought you in, and how the season was. Will all of you come back?
This our last year.
No. Will all of you come back here on the show? All right. I'm gonna ask you this. So, are you committed to anywhere? Are you committed to anywhere? Are you committed to anywhere? Will you give me a shout out if you guys decide to commit so we can come cover it? He's down there, hell no. Y'all drove all the way from, and I do appreciate it. Jimmy, you got anything else, man? We got anybody else on there want to know anything? Guys, I tell you what, this has been a great surprise for me. Give me that gator helmet. Let's take it out of the way.
Yeah, take it out.
Take it out of. What are you talking about? It'll fit your little head. He's got a big head. You got a little one. So anyway, I appreciate you guys taking the time out of your schedule, because you could be practicing, you could be doing anything you want to do, and to come over here on your summer vacation and spend time with us for an hour. Actually, it's been 2 hours because you were in here early, and to see the excitement on your faces and the jubilation in your voices, it's really exciting. I'm getting excited about this season. I didn't even think about Coffee before we started this show, and now I want to go to Coffee's games just to see you three. So I want to see where you go from this point on, okay? Let us know at any time when you decide that you're going to do it. Jimmy will give you one of his cards. You can call him up anytime, and if you just need to talk to somebody, you didn't like what the coach did or something, call Jimmy. Jimmy can talk your ears off. I'm just telling you right now. Jimmy, is there anything you got? Any other questions? No? Do you have any questions?
I think you ought to put her on there and see what she thinks.
What do you mean? See what she thinks about
Ask her what she thinks about is going to happen.
All right, y'all get up.
Do you play any sport?
Get up, get out of here. You know, you want to come on? Wait a minute. You don't want to come talk, do you? Jimmy, why you put the girl on the spot, man? Look, they were getting up to get us.